Debonair. Okay.
What's good, y'all? Shout out to Notification Gang for hitting the like button. And the video ain't start yet, y'all. But this one's in it. I appreciate you anyway. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all are the GOATs. If you haven't already, please make sure you add me on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. All the information is in the description. All the links are in the About page. Y'all go ahead and click away. I had one of my homegirls send this to me on I think she sent it to me on Facebook. And she was like, "Yo, can you believe that this was happening? Da da da. What's your thoughts? Whatever, whatever." This is somebody I knew for actually over a decade. Actually, I think I met her when I was was I 15? Damn, time flies, bro. That's crazy. Anyway, shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? Someone that I hold real close, close to me, man. Number love and respect for her. But yeah, so she sent it to me, wanted to know my thoughts. We already had our back and forth and all that good stuff, man. But so let's get into it. Since we are all grown, can I please ask this question respectfully? To the girls who got a train ran on them in high school, why were you letting that happen? Why did you do that? So I'm going to give my personal experience. I've never, quote unquote, ran a train on a woman. I don't plan on ever running a train on a woman. And this isn't me kink shaming. I'm not talking down on anybody. If that's what y'all like to do, I wish y'all nothing but the best. Have fun, all that good stuff. But for me, it was never my thing. I just never was interested, let me say it like that, in doing that. Anytime I was in any type of sexual altercations with a woman and it was more than one person, it was because it was more than one female. I've never been in a situation where it was two dudes and a girl, or two dudes or three dudes and a girl, or whatever. Nah, this never happened. It's always been me and one woman, or me and two women. I don't know, again, y'all, I wish I number the best, but that's just me. I just don't care to get into that. Again, I'm not king shaming. I'm not talking down. That's just not for me, man. I'm sorry. Wish y'all the best, though. Y'all have fun. Let's get into the video.
To the girls who got a train ran on them in high school, since we all grown now, what was the sales pitch for them to get you to say yes?
Okay, let's talk about it, because I was one of those girls that had a train ran on her. I really was. And I mean, it's not anything that I'm proud of, but if no one else is going to speak on it, I'll speak on it. First of all, to answer your question, there is no sales pitch. There's actually no discussion at all. And of course, I can only speak for myself, but I guarantee you majority of the girls that ended up in this situation can relate to it. You're hanging out with a guy that you like and you think likes you. And of course, his friends are around, but you're not paying them no mind. It's just you and him. Y'all go into a room and you begin to become intimate. And next thing you know, you look up and there's 4 or 5 guys standing around you waiting for their turn. And there was no discussion, there's no asking, there's just grabbing, there's just touching, there's just inserting. And of course you have one of 2 options. You can jump up and say, get off of me, or you can go along with it. And I was just someone who just went along with it because I did not know what else to do. I don't care how many talks you have with your parents about sex and relationships.
Okay, okay, all right. So you okay. You kind of just said it. I'm not, I mean, yes, you said it. You said you have 2 options: jump up and say no, or just let it happen. And then you kind of let it happen because you, quote unquote, didn't know what to do. But you just said you had what you could have done. If it was a case of assuming, I don't know, maybe she was scared. I don't know. Maybe you were scared. Okay, cool. Then I will understand that. But I just wish you would have just kept it real and said no. Guys, listen, ladies too, but fellas, listen. My first time seeing a girl get a train ran on her. Matter of fact, no, let me say that for the end. I'm sorry. Let me say that for the end. Let's just let's just get through this video.
And all that. Nobody is telling you about that situation. Nobody is saying, oh, there might be a time where you're becoming intimate with a boy and all his friends think they can have a turn. Then once you've done it the one time, you start to think, well, why should I even say no? because I've already done it before, and it just becomes a pattern. You know, I saw a lot of people in those comment sections kind of making light of it and joking and being like, oh, I asked my cousin and now she's mad at me. The reason that she's mad is because that's probably something that she put in the depths of her mind. I know I did. I try not to think about it. I try not to remember it. And really the only reason I'm talking about it is because that video just like triggered me so bad. And I said, I have to speak out if I'm going to be the only one to speak out. That shit is not fun. And that shit like really fucks with your brain, because then it's like, okay, did he ever really like me? Is this what he needs to like me? I was 14 years old and that was literally my second sexual experience ever. And there's a lot of trauma in my life as well, you know, SA as a child and all sorts of things, being the fat girl that no one ever thought was pretty. And so this guy thinks that I'm pretty and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, y'all, please show a little bit of compassion, show a little bit of empathy. Like, no one's just running out to do that shit for fun. I'm just saying.
Regarding the last part, I will beg to differ, ma'am. There's a lot of women running around doing that for fun. So, let's just keep it on you. You're saying that this happened because of ABC 123. Cool, but then you're trying to broaden it by saying nobody does. Ma'am, there's a bunch of women that was out here doing these things for fun. Let me say this, ma'am. I am sorry that happened to you. You know, and I agree with what she was talking about, what she was talking about, like the parents need to speak about it more and saying ABC 123. But yes, parents need to speak about those types of things happening, but parents also need to speak about making sure that these kids don't do sexually active things. Because when you're out here doing these types of things, trying to be fast at 14, that's what you were, trying to be fast at 14, thinking, okay, I'm just going to have sex with this guy. And then you look up and you see five guys and you said to yourself, okay, I got two options. I just get up and say no, or I stay. And then you decided to stay. Again, my homegirl that sent this to me, we was going back and forth because she was like, oh, isn't this, do you think that this is considered, the R word? And I said, yes and no. Be that as it may, this is completely screwed up. Let me play this in the background. My bad. Hold on one second. Be that as it may, this is completely screwed up. The story was crazy, number one, but this is completely screwed up. But I just again, y'all. Let me go back to what I was saying earlier about my story. Oh, something else that she said. I'm sorry. She said, "Oh, well, me being a fat girl and being unattractive, I was just happy to have quote unquote that male attention." These are self-esteem issues, insecurities. Y'all, we have to get over these things. Granted, she was young, so I get it now. But still, we have to be able to get over these damn things, these hurdles, and be there for our children, especially when they reach those teenage years, because that's when things got real for me. By the time I left middle school got real, but it didn't get real until I got to high school. But let me say this, man. The first time I seen a chick have a train ran on her. I'm not talking about PORN, y'all. I'm talking about actual train in real life. The first time I seen a girl get a train ran on her, I think I was in I was in ninth grade. I was a freshman. I was a freshman in high school. I was in the locker room. I don't want to get too many specifics because at the end of the day, we was all young, right? Um, I was a freshman, and everybody know I wrestled and I boxed and I played a whole bunch of sports, but my main two sports was wrestling and boxing, mainly because I wanted to be in the UFC. I wanted to fight and stuff like that. So I took wrestling, I took boxing. I was at that time, my freshman year, I was wrestling out of featherweight, which is 103 and 112, and stuff like that, and boxing out of, I believe, 119, if I remember correctly. But anyway, whatever. Um, I get there, and y'all know how it is. It's the end. It's high school's closing. Everybody going to their school bus to do whatever the case may be. I'm running. I'm rushing to go to my locker room so I can change my clothes. And I walk into the locker room, and I'm hearing moaning and some chicks getting clapped. I'm like, what the hell? Like, what is that? Again, y'all, I don't want to get into too many specifics, but I walked into the goddamn showers, right? and seeing that was my first time seeing in person a damn train. And she was loving it. And I swear to God, I can't make this up, bro. I swear to God. And I'm a 90s baby for y'all that don't know. I'm a 90s baby. I was around when the camera phone had first came out. And if y'all remember this, y'all let me know. But back then, in order to send people videos, you would either send it via Bluetooth or you would send it like they used to call it like infrared, right? Like they send infrared, like when you used to have to like put two phones together and send it like that. And that's how that's my age is coming out. I know it is what it is. But that's how we used to send videos to each other. I'm looking in the damn lock in the showers in the locker room. I'm looking in the showers, right? And I'm seeing this train happening. One of the homies see me and was like, Dev, come here, bro, come here. I'm just like, bro, take this phone. Hands me his phone. I'm sitting there like, I don't want to be here. I'm like, bro, y'all please hurry up. Let me get up out of here. They did what they damn did. He's like, yo, bro, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I swear to God, I can't make this up. I can't make this up. This man looks at me and was like, Dev, you got next? Got next on what, bro? I'm trying to get dressed for damn practice. What are you talking about? Got next? I said, nah, bro, I'm good, bro. I gotta hurry up and get back to the field before coach snap on me. He like, bro, it was crazy, da da da. This girl looks at me and she's like, oh, whatever, blah 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 blah, crazy. I'm not, we're not friends to this day, but we actually are still on Facebook. But I wish her nothing but the best. But it was just crazy because I'm sitting there looking at her now, thinking to myself, looking at her now, like today, and thinking of back then how I first met this girl, getting a train ran on her. This girl is now married with kids. Like I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, boy, if I contact your husband and let him know what you was doing when you was 14, but I say, you know what, I'm gonna leave it alone. I say all that to say this. That was not the first time I seen a train being ran on a girl. That was not the. I'm sorry. That was not the last time. That was my first time. That was not the last time I seen train. All throughout high school, going through parties, whether in the locker room, in the portables, or whatever the case may be. Even when I was in college, you see these types of things. It's even worse in college, bro. There was times where I would see chicks at y'all know how it is. We have a house party, whatever the case may be, right? Um, and they would do like things like spin the bottle or all those other things, right? And they had this game. It wasn't a bottle, but it was an arrow, and they would spin it on a table. And usually, what they would do is they would spin the damn arrow, and whoever it lands on, you will get a quickie in the closet. Here, this girl spins it twice. She's like, no, I want two guys. I'm like, I'm sitting at the party, sipping on my goddamn soda, because y'all, I don't drink alcohol. Sipping on my goddamn soda. Like, is she spinning twice? Everybody screaming like, oh, she freaking freak. Lands on the second dude. This girl gets up. I cannot make this. I'm trying to cuss. I cannot make this up. Grabs the two guys' hands, pulls them in the closet. Everybody like with their phone now, waiting for her to come out the damn closet to record. We hear the moaning. We hear the ass cheeks getting clapped. Girl comes out, pulling her goddamn dress down. The dudes come up trying to pull their pants on. Everybody recording like, oh, I'm sitting up there with my goddamn can of ginger ale in my hand, thinking to myself, y'all too grown for me. Y'all too grown for me. I can't believe. The reason why I'm telling y'all this story is because this. What was she saying? Oh, I was involved in a train, but I didn't want to be there, and I was forced, and I was ABC 123. Ma'am, and we're going to take everything that she said as face value. She said that she didn't really say she was assaulted. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Well, she's saying that she didn't want to, which is a form of assault. So we're just going to take that again. She said she didn't want to, and that it happens to every woman. Ma'am, I've seen a number of trains being conducted on when a woman or women throughout high school and years in college. Hell, even after college. Actually, I'm not going to get into that. I'm done telling the story. um, in high school, in college, and even after college, these are things that's been happening with women who was literally up for it. And I'm telling y'all, bro, if y'all was there seeing what the hell I was seeing, they was loving it at these parties. Y'all know how it is. People get high, people get drunk. I've seen people literally smash each other on top of the damn dining room table in the middle of the party, and everybody just continue on with their goddamn day like it's nothing. I've seen girls get train ran on them in a goddamn jacuzzi in a house party, and everybody just sitting down smoking, drinking like ain't nothing damn going on. So for her to say, "Oh yeah, well it doesn't happen like that in Madrid," ma'am, I will beg to differ. I'm sorry. That's your personal experience, and I'm sorry that it happened to you. That's horrible, and I pray to God that no other woman will go through that. But unfortunately, we all know that it's going to continue to happen, man. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. So what would I suggest in situations like this? Ma'am, go with your first instinct. You said it yourself. Oh, I got two choices. Okay, well, you should have went with choice number one. Jump up and say, "No, bro, I'm good. That's not what I'm here for." And if it's a situation of them trying to hold you down or whatever the case it be, then obviously now we're in clear waters as far as it being an assault compared to it being like a questionable assault. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I don't know what to call it. I don't know what to call this because one part of me is thinking that this sounds like it's similar to a regret sex. Like you hear these stories all the time where like a woman sleeps with a dude that she met from whatever, whoever, however, right? And then wakes up the next day on some, "Oh, I should have never slept with you. That should never happen," or whatever, or whatever. Okay, well, we already did it. What do you want me to do? I can't unsleep with you. You can't have an untrained being ran on you. Once you do it, that's it. So whether you wake up the next day or a year or 10 or 20 years from now, after it happens, what are you supposed to do? Because that's the whole thing that I'm thinking. Because we're taking everything what she said from a grain of salt, believing everything that she's saying, 100% true, right? That's what we're doing. What can we do after this? Are you trying to seek um are you trying to seek as far as like justice? Are you trying to take them to court and sue them civilly? Like I just don't understand what is the end goal here? What were you hoping to accomplish after number one, allowing not quote unquote allowing, right? We're using that term very loosely, but quote unquote allowing this to happen and then telling us about this years later, talk about, oh, it was a trauma, it was a traumatic experience, and oh well, it shouldn't have happened because ABC 1, 2, 3. Ma'am, I'm telling you, you should have went with your first choice and said, "No, I'm good. I'm getting up out of that situation." Because from the things that I've seen, y'all, I have been asked to join in on these things by the girl. And I'm like, "Nah, bro, I'm good." Because that's, again, no disrespect, but that's just not my cup of tea. It's just disgusting to me, man. I don't know what, nah, bro. I just never, like, I'm thinking about it now, bro. I'm just thinking like, nah, bro. I never thought to myself like, yo, hey, yo, like, let me do, this and have my whole damn extracurriculars out, my extremities out in front of another damn man. No, bro, we're not doing that, man. I'm good. Even I don't care, bro. I don't know, man. Wishing y'all the best. I have a feeling somebody gonna jump in the comments and say, Dev King shaming." I'm not shaming nobody. If that's what you want to do, then I wish you nothing but the best. Honestly, it's just not for me. I just hell no. It's a hell no. Let me say it. It's a hell no for me. But yeah, man. I don't know what else to say about her. I mean, besides, I'm sorry that happened, man. Ladies, I'm begging y'all, please, if you're ever in a situation like this, say no, walk away if you can. If it's a situation of you being forced, again, like I said earlier, now you are in clear water of a violation. Compared to it being a top, maybe y'all think differently. Like, honestly, if you think that she was, assaulted or forced or violated, put in the comment section because, hey, listen, I'm always open to the possibility of being wrong. Maybe I'm wrong on this. I don't know. But let me know in the comment section, y'all. I want y'all to comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video, man. Thanks for watching. And until next time, please, man, I'm safe for her.